Let's see what's going on, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well this evening. Hopefully all is well and right in the world, or in your world. Let's see here if I can get myself situated. Alright, give me one moment. Let's see. Alright, so last week I talked about the event that I did for the mayor's office, or through the mayor's office, or through an office in Baltimore City. I did actually film. I think I told you guys I did film that last week. I did the editing for that and voiceover for that, so there will be a video for tomorrow. But as an incentive for you to stick around to at least the second hour of the live stream, I will be giving you the link to that video. So let's see. Steven says, "Hey, yo, Dash, first thumbs up. Just a twang." I'll see you later. Jeremy says, "Yo, what's up? What's poppin'?" This is a monster. The blue monster. Sugar-free. Definitely. Just double check. Yeah, sugar-free. Grumpy says second thumb. Jimmy says, "What's up? How you doing, Jimmy?" Neil says, "Good evening." Neil, how you doing this evening? KB says, "Hey, yo." Jimmy says, "Grumpus, my friend Grumpus, how are you?" Grumpus says, "Mr. Dash, hello." Yes, Neil. KB. Darnell, how you doing this evening, Darnell? Bruh. Tracy Carson says, "Hi, everybody. How are you this evening?" Was you cooking, doing community service? No. Was my cooking a community service? I see what you did there, Grumpus, and no, it was not. I was actually paid for this community event. Funny guy. Leave it to Grumpus. I see what you did there. Jervis is not going to fall out on us tonight. Are you? Proud? No, hopefully not. I was tired last week. Last week was the event, so hold on one second. Alright, so let's see. Niels is not bad. How are you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Neil said I went live last week and it was a real flop, but I tried. Well, what happened, Neil? Jason Leach says, "Hello, everyone." Victor says, "Howdy, y'all." Cuff, Jimmy, Grumpus, Steven, and the rest of the fun family. Will Dash stay awake tonight? Only time will tell. Yeah, Mac boy. I was like, he was sending me text messages. He's like, "Sorry, forgot what time it was." So he sent me a text message and I saw the message and I replied to him and I'm like, "Nice." Boom, started the live stream and he sent like another 2 messages. So obviously I haven't seen those messages, but I will check those messages a little later. Darnell said, "What do y'all think about my pellet smoker I posted on Facebook?" Dude, that thing looks like a lot. There's a lot going on. So, I want to say, I'm trying to think how I could do this, because since I'm not using my laptop tonight, but it's like a combo. But it's a definite old school combo. It seemed like the combo was it was pellet on one side and then it was like charcoal, but there's like two cooking chambers, or there's a lot going on in that thing. And also he posted it on Facebook. I think I saw it on Instagram. Maybe. Mm. Sorry, I had to look. All right. Sorry. Neil says, is it better to go live when you are using landscape, or is it better to use your phone vertical? I use my phone landscape because on the screen, as the comments come up, I can touch the screen. So here's my finger, but my finger is just off of the camera. So I'm touching so, here's my phone, right? The camera is on the far, if I'm looking at my phone, my far left side. And then I touch about here, so you guys can't see it, but my arm is down, and I have my phone, I'm looking at the screen, and I can not manipulate, but I can monitor and take care of the comments. And I'm like right now, I'm scrolling on the screen on the comments with my thumb. Excuse me. So I am scrolling on the screen, and I can control the comments, how the flow of the comments and things like that, so I don't get behind on it. Well, I don't lose comments. I'm pretty good about always answering every question or talking to everyone, and this is why, because I'm using my phone and I can use the landscape mode to slow down the comments. All pellet, no charcoal. Top box is cold smoke. Bottom is warmer. In rib box, I was able to fit 20-pound turkeys in the main chamber. Nice. Delta Sin Pilot says, "Hey Dash, how are you? I'm fine, man. How you doing this evening?" Neil says, "When you are live right now, are you in landscape?" Yes, I am in landscape. Steven says, "Hey, yo, Dash and peeps, good evening. How you doing this evening?" Quentin says, "Good evening, Dash. Good to see you are awake." Yep. Well, I'll let it slide. Marcus says, "Aloha, everyone." Aloha to you too, Marcus. Mahalo. Oh. Taste this number 2. Dropping trash down the stairs. Mahalo. Grumpus says, "Landscape is always better, unless the platform requires vertical." This is just my 2 cents. Bumpy says, "Hey, barbecue family. Hey, yo, Dash. Hey, what's going on?" Victor says, "That's been a while since I've seen you wear your t-shirt. I wore yours 2 days ago." Yeah. So my nice shirts keep disappearing. I'm down to 2 of them. I don't know where they are. I started with 5 and now I'm down to 2. So I'm not quite sure. The lint monster is eating my shirts, but I washed them today, the couple that I had, and I've been wearing the t-shirts as well, rotating the t-shirts in, or wearing the t-shirts in the rotation. So, yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt today. Darnell says, "Hey, everyone who said hi to me. I'm eating, so can't address everyone." Jimmy says, "Laura's going to show up." Hey, don't you do that. When it prompted me to take a picture, my picture was sideways. I don't. Quentin says, now that we've taken roll call, look, we're 10 minutes in. Usually about 10 minutes is when I start talking about the subject at hand. This weekend next would be a good birthday gift for me. I wish I could. This weekend I have an event on Saturday, and Sunday I am working. Next weekend I will be traveling. So Victor says, are you busy sorting your shirts in your sock drawer? No, thank goodness. Your shirts are hanging out with all of the missing socks from the dryer. Yeah. I guess in my first try, it was alright. When I tried to watch it, it seems like it's just not quite right. It'll take some time to get it right. Melro, so what up, though? How you doing? Isims, it's good to see you, big fella. Have a blessed rest of the day. Thank you, sir. You do the same. Appreciate that. So tonight, let's talk last minute barbecue event bookings. So, Bobby said, I have the biggest event so far for me this Saturday, 200 plus reunion. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I got called, so today is Wednesday. I got the call on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Lady called me and she says, hey, I know it's rather short notice. Would you be able to take care of an event for me this Saturday? And I'm like, sure. I don't have anything booked as of yet. I said, sure. As long as we can work it out, I can cook for you. She said, all right. So she tells me she'll be having 40 people at her house, and she's trying to she's trying to have, she wants brisket, she wants chicken wings, and she wants lamb. So those of you guys who have been around for a while, usually for anything over about 10 or 15 people, I usually don't recommend unit things like wings or ribs. Reason being is folks get greedy and everything doesn't get divvied out evenly. So alright, so she's having 40 people, and she wanted brisket. She asked me for brisket, chicken wings, and lamb. And I'm like, I have no problem selling you those high ticket items, but let's figure this out. So she sent me her email, and I sent her an initial invoice. The initial invoice was for 2 briskets, 50 wings, and 1 leg of lamb. And it ended up being, she also wanted some coleslaw, potato salad, and baked beans. Right? So, by the time it was all said and done, her invoice was close to $800. So I sent it to her and I said, hey, this is just a preliminary invoice, let me know or give me a call and we can talk about this and we can figure out, if you need to make it a little more cost effective. So she called me not too long after, and when I spoke to her, she said, well, I was really trying to, stay, my budget is about this. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem. I said, here's the thing. When you are having that many people, you kind of have to make sure that you have at least 1 or 2 wings possibly for everyone. I said, that's not even having 2 wings for everyone. I said, but the problem is when you are, when you have events and you have those per piece things, people end up getting greedy or tend to get greedy. So I said, what I usually recommend is like a pulled pork or pulled chicken as far as an option to make sure that you have coverage for other people or coverage for everyone. So she's like, okay, that's not a problem. Actually, was kind of thinking about that because wings are kind of expensive. And I'm like, sure, not a problem. So as opposed to doing 2 briskets, I did 1 brisket, 8 pounds of pulled pork, and then 8 pounds of chicken. By the time it's it's all said and done, it ended up being closer to $600 or a little over $600. By the time tax and everything, tax and to the delivery and all those things. So she's like, that's way better. Not a problem. And it worked out. But it was one of those things where I spoke to her Monday morning. We figured it out, turned around, and she had the invoice paid Monday afternoon. I mean, I like those, and that was for this kind of upcoming weekend. Yes, indeed, definitely a nice event. 200. How many wings do you have to do, Bumpy? Neil said I did chicken wings when I went live. If somebody else sees it, let me know what you think. Thank you. I don't know. Bumpy said how many wings? I suggested 50 wings for her, but by the time it was all said and done, I'm not doing any wings for her. I'm just doing the whole brisket, 8 pounds of pulled pork, and then 8 pounds of chicken, half pan of potato salad, half pan of coleslaw, and a half pan of baked beans. Yes, I have and do, Bumpy. That is what I use. I just docked it up a little bit. Call it a day. Call it a day. Little quiet mic problems. Hopefully it's not. I'm not trying to yell. My wife and Chase number 3 are in the next room. They're like watching TV and on there playing games. I won't say accordingly, but between them. So. We had a party here a couple weeks ago now. It was the 16th birthday party for Taste Lesson number 2, and we had plenty of beer left over. So I am drinking the beer. Gotta do 120 wings. Nice. Oh, because you cut them in half. That's cheating. That's cheating, Bumpy. Plus 50 thighs and 60 drums. Alright. Victor says that's the old thing. I can hear them, but not you as well as normal. I can hear them, but maybe I'm not. Maybe the mic isn't working on my. Let's see if this will help. Alright, I'm gonna try to switch ears. Alright, how about now? Hopefully this is a little better. I don't think it actually said connected now that I think about it. But the air conditioner is right here next to me. So that is also making a bunch of noise. So I'm sorry if it's getting drowned out. Clinton, you funny. Neil says, all right, my friend, I'm sorry to run, but early day tomorrow. Have yourselves a good night. My bro sounds good on my end, he says. All right, well, I'll try to speak up. Oh, you ain't gonna bring up the past. Still $2.50 a wing. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. $2.50 a wing, but you're doing all that extra work and separating them. I mean, audio is not changed. Dash, you sound flat though. Oh, fine. Okay. I'm not flat. What? Richard says, I think Bumpy is doing wing smart. I prefer to clip the clips and throw into the stock. Stop making. Nah, man. The tips are coveted, man. I'm telling you, tips are coveted. In certain communities, certain areas, those tips are coveted. If I'm cutting the flat from the drum, I'm leaving the tips as well. So there you go. Bumpy says I keep the tips. Mac Boy says, dang, I need to go cook some wings. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look, so tonight, the first one was a Natty Bow. And Natty Bow stands for National Bohemian. It used to be brewed in Baltimore, but it is no longer. Now I believe it's in Michigan, brewed in Michigan somewhere. Well, that's a Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So it's closer now. I thought it was like Michigan, but it's built in Latrobe, which means that it's brewed in the same place, or it's brewed in the same place as Rolling Rock. El Barrio says, I'm actually turning away orders because it's been 100 degrees for the last month and no relief in sight. I'm in hibernation mode. Yeah. I don't blame you. Definitely. Mac Boy says, cute Marlon and his one-eye rant. Blind Man Cooking said, what's up, everyone? Hey, Dave, how you doing this evening? Melrose says, hey, Blind Man. Victor says, Blind Man. Bobby says, but I'm thinking of giving options of whole wings or party wings, same price. I charge a little bit more for the party wings, man. That's extra labor. That's extra labor. Do not discount yourself. Quentin says, hey, Blind Man. Bobby says, leave the wings whole. I do too many wings now. Quentin says, for some reason, I don't like the whole wing. I need my wings separate. I prefer a party wing. Why? Well, you know why? Because you can afford them. That's why. That's why. Because, I mean, party wings are more expensive for no reason. You know why? Well, for a reason. Because there's labor that goes into cutting those wings and separating them. That's it. Like, you get less of the wing. I mean, I would take the whole wing. Tips included. Wing tips included. Marcus says, whole wings for me. Yes, indeed. I mean, shoot, that's just extra labor. Bumpy, just think about that. Think about how much extra time it takes, and you'd probably be like, I could do 100 and some odd wings in about 15, 20 minutes. That's 15, 20 minutes you could be doing something else. Just saying. A party wing is simply a whole wing that is cut into pieces. Party wing, wing ding, you know, just the flats and the drums separated, Victor. That's a party wing. I keep the tips on, but they always get stuck in the grates. Yeah. Clinton says, I mean, the whole pack of party wings is like $12 to $15 at Costco. Yeah, but a whole pack of wings, whole wings. And actually, I don't know if Costco sells whole wings. I think that's how they get you. Because they don't give you the option, so that's the only thing that you can buy. And you buy them without even realizing how much extra you're paying for them. Grumpus says, I'm cooking a whole wing. You can cut them apart on your plate. There you go, Grumpus. He said, I'm outsourcing the labor. Darnell says, you need to be charging $10 to $13 a pound for them party wings. Excuse me. Problem is, I don't know how much or what the weight per wing is to be able to say how much I'm charging for them. I charge by the piece for the wings, so it's not so simple. Quentin said I just want to dump them in the bowl, toss them in the seasoning, and let them chill while I fire up the grill. Quentin says I don't think they sell whole wings. I never seen them there. Actually, dealt with the whole wing before. Not a fan. I'm telling you that it's a ploy. I don't believe they sell whole wings at Costco. They really only give you the option to buy party wings or wing wings. Sorry. They only give you the option to sell party wings or wing wings at Costco. And that's so that you can't tell the difference and figure out how much extra you're paying for those wing wings. I know so it's roughly 6 to 8 wings. All right. I'm making out better my way. If I'm charging $2.50 per wing, I mean, I'm making out better my way. $2.50 per. And I'm gonna say, people don't balk at it. I just tell them it is what it is. Yeah, I'm still making out better my way. Cause you said $10 to $13 a pound. No sir. Now, he said $10 to $13 per party wing. But that's still, I guess it kind of breaks even, thinking about it if it's a party wing. Marcus says, sports bars ruined that. Hey, Marcus, tell Jamie I said hi. Okay. Hopefully Jamie is in her spot. Hey, Jamie. Some skimpy ass thigh packs at Costco are for the birds. So listen, those thigh packs kind of held us over, held me down when the wings went like through the roof, and wings were unobtainium, especially at Sam's, and I buy my wings at Sam's for the most part. But like it was rough at times when I would have to go and be in a line at Sam's at 8 o'clock in the morning, like actually between like 7:30, 7:45 at Sam's, wait for the doors to open at 8, and then line up in order to get wings, and they would limit you to 2 packs of wings or 3 packs of wings, or 2 packs of any particular type of chicken. I mean, I know Marcus felt the same way because he and I were talking about being in the store, or we would be in the store at almost the same time, picking up 2 packs of this, 2 packs of wings, 2 packs of thighs, 2 packs of, whatever. Victor says, okay, never heard that. I separate them that way, charge full price per piece. My labor costs are less than the food costs, and I do the butcher work a day or 2 in advance. Tips, use pruners. I'm faster at it with a knife, man. Hold it open, click it, boom. I mean, nope. I don't know. I think it's just a. Marcus said, I'm just leaving a trailer. Damn, dog. Talk about a first world problem. I'm so busy. I'm still cooking. It's, what is it there? Not 8 o'clock. It's 8:30. And I have to be back up here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Talk about a first world problem. That's a good problem to have. Victor says, Marcus, you hardworking man. How are you doing with the heat? Marcus just put an air conditioner by his pits. He was sending me pictures. I don't want to say through progress, but yeah, he put some air conditioners or an air conditioner and enclosed his pit. when it was like 80, 90 degrees a month ago, it was 100 and something by the pits, and he sent me pictures of that. So I know he's, let's say, would have been miserable or more miserable by the pits if it's 100 degrees and then the heat from the pits. Quentin says 8 wings is like 15, 18 bucks depending on where you are in DC. 250 is reasonable, but they better be good. Quentin, place the order and find out. You can tell them if they're good. Bumpy says 18 wings is 250, is $45 minus cost, 17 a pack equals 28. That's an expensive pack right now. 18 wings. Oh yeah, 18 wings from Sam. It is 18 wings from Sam's. And the wings, I try to get the wings that are between like $15 and $16 a pack. $20. That's an expensive pack right now. Yep. Victor says Quentin, making the food is always important for changing good prices. Do you fold the tip underneath? No. Leave it open. Leave it open. The wings cook faster when they are open and flat. They also move around and they can move around and you're not fighting them, in my opinion. I've never taste testing the ones here plus that. He just walked in the door. Marcus said it was 109 degrees today. Jimmy said, "What's up with Angela these days?" Tell her I said hello. She was doing something last week. She says she was busy and or she forgot. But she's doing well. She was actually here at my house during the party for taste tester number 2. It's going on almost 2 weeks ago now. It's Saturday, it'll be 2 weeks since she was here. I did talk to her. I talked to her. It's funny. She was actually fussing at me. So she sent me a text message on Saturday, but I was out with the missus. So usually, if I am out doing family things, I don't respond to a text message. But the problem is, those of you guys who have texted me before, have called me, usually I answer my phone or I respond to text messages pretty quickly. But if I am busy, I'm busy and I will not respond. So she sent me a text message on Saturday, and I was out with Mrs. Dash, right? And we were having lunch, and so I looked at the message, and I'm like, oh, Angela sent me some information or an article about some, like some EVs back in the turn of the century, some battery information, something. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to look at that later. Boom. Well, she not only sent the article, she sent like follow-up information. Like she was talking to me, and it was like just like a one-sided conversation. And I'm like, I can't respond right now. Like I'm, boom. So I'm like, all right, and I forgot. Right, I forgot to. I said, told my wife. I said, hey, Angela hit me up about some, battery information for cars, EVs, yada yada. I'm gonna have to, hit her back up later. Well, Saturday got away from me, and Sunday I was at the range. So Monday she calls me on Monday morning, and I was somewhere. Oh, I was just dropping taste tester number 1 off at school, and I said, "Hey, I'm in the middle of dropping taste tester. I'm not taste tester number 2 off at school. I don't know. I was dropping him off. One of the summer programs he's doing. He's got an internship, and then he goes to school. So I was like, I'm dropping him off. Oh yeah, it was in the afternoon, so I was dropping him off at his actually work study type thing. So I was like, I'm dropping him off. I'm gonna call you back in like 5 minutes. So finish dropping him off, do what I need to do, and I get back outside in the car, and I call her up, and she's like, hey, what am I, you can't respond to me when you send me a text message, or I only get to talk to you on Wednesdays. And I was like, no, I was out with, my wife, blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, She's like, I felt some type of way. I didn't get a response. I was like, listen, I totally forgot. Like, I'm sorry, but I forgot. I said, I was out and about doing whatever. And, yeah. Yeah, so, so she's doing fine, Jimmy. I say all of that to say she's still fussing and being Angela. Bumpy said exactly. That's why I said 17 is a little on the high side. Definitely on the high side. Victor says dash tips are always up, like they're giving the bird. Sure enough. So I lay my wings skin side down to cook, and then the wings, the tips contract, and then they point pretty much straight up once they cook. Darnell said most restaurants charge $12 to $15 for party wings with celery, carrots, and sauce. Who really cares about the carrots and celery? I like the carrots and celery, man. Just as long as I have some ranch with it. Look, Quentin says I need my carrots and celery too, and extra ranch. See, at least he knows that ranch is the way to go, and it doesn't say anything about any cheese blueness, because then we would have had beef, more beef. Because we already have beef. Quentin, you know what? Actually, I cooked a tri-tip the other day, and it was a tri-tip from Butcher Box. I'm gonna have to tell you about that experience after 10 o'clock. After we get past the first hour, talking about last minute barbecue bookings. Quentin says I'll pay the 75 cents for the ranch if I get it. No, man, 50 cent max for one of them cups. Oh, Victor never forgets. He's like an elephant. He says, Dash always does the left wing, right ring. So political. I do. I separate them. I can't, Quentin. I was hoping to get down to DC to go to the event on Saturday. Or at least I was hoping to get down there on Saturday, but I got this last minute event. This event literally booked on. She booked on Monday, so I was like, I purposely did not have anything booked for this weekend, and then she called, and I was like, oh, time to make some money. We've talked about it. I that was the whole reason why we talked about the barbecue event bookings, is because of the fact that I got a call about a booking for this Saturday on Monday, and I worked it out with her, and then Bumpy started talking about his event that he has to take care of for this Saturday, and we were talking about wings and then the cost of wings. Trust me, we did actually talk about it, and that's why I'm trying to circle back to the actual topic at hand. Thank you, Quentin. I feel like Quentin is like the scrum master of this meeting or something like that. I could care less about the carrots and the celery. Nah, Darnell, you gotta have the carrots and the celery. The whole thing is the carrots and the celery give you some texture. They give you a alternate, like some alternate crunch, and that's what helps you to be able to, I don't want to say fortunately, but that's what helps you to be able to eat more wings. You'll get tired. In my opinion, you get tired of eating the same thing. So if you have a different texture or a different flavor, it'll help you eat more. Blind man Dave said, gotta have the veggies and the ranch. Yes. Jimmy says, time to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Jimmy, for the reminder. I always ask you guys very politely, excuse me, if you could, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos and going live. It helps these videos, and last but not least, it doesn't cost you guys a thing. Just to hit the thumbs up and to support me and to show YouTube that you like what I'm doing here on my little bitty, itty bitty YouTube channel. Alright, Victor says, good call on a thumbs up. I had forgotten. What, Victor? Victor, like, it should be like standard practice, especially for you by now, that the first thing you do when you enter a video before you even start watching is to hit that thumbs up. Quart says I'm going to the EV event Sunday. Looking forward to it. House shopping Saturday. Lord, I'm sick of these prices. Yeah, buddy. You want to keep flip flopping and jumping around and all of those things. Especially moving from Pennsylvania down to DC, to the DC area. What? Tell me you got deep pockets without telling me you got deep pockets, okay? Bruh. Man, oh man. Quentin, yes indeed I do. Yes indeed I do. I mean, because, look, listen. I'm laughing with you, Quentin. With you, Quentin. Not at you. With you, Quentin. With you. Yeah. Grumpa says DC equals double the cost. Yes, indeed. Jimmy says, and if you stay long enough, you might get to make sure Dash is alive. Yeah. Sure enough. Sure enough. Oh, man. Y'all so funny. Victor says, hey, I always start by hitting the thumbs up. I said howdy first, and it threw me off my game. Sure, Victor. Lou says, hey, yo, what's going on, Dash and the Barbecue fam? We have the honorable. We got Lou Calamatis in the building. Definitely always have to shout out Lou whenever he comes through. Appreciate you, Lou, for coming through and, you know, bringing whatever it is you do. Thank you, Lou. Definitely appreciate you, Lou. And I always, you know, inside joke, I always have to say Lou's entire name. Lou Calamatis. Definitely always have to give him the fullest of the full shout outs. Darnell says, if you're in the DMV area, I'm doing barbecue every Wednesday through Sunday. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Quentin says, Lou, what up, man? I have some bad news, Dash. Quentin, you might be interested too. Amusement Entertainment says, what is the menu requirements for your last minute booking? As long as it makes dollars, it makes sense. As long as, I mean, seriously, as long as it's lucrative enough and I don't have anything going on. I read ahead a little bit. Let's see, Quentin, this is Starving Pig. Where are you? You have a business restaurant. I'll support. Check on Facebook now. One says, question: if you finish 3 pork butts in the oven, what temp should I finish? What temp should you finish in the oven, or what temp should the pork shoulders finish? What is the oven temperature, or what is the pork butt temperature? Because those are 2 different things. Blind Man says, hey, Lou. Lou says, so in the process of moving from the old house to the new house, it seems my yellow thermal pen has been misplaced. Oh no. Yes, a moment of silence. I can play taps for his lost thermal pen. But how about, here's a cup. We got a jar right here. We're gonna pour out a little. This is for our homies. Yeah. Quentin, he's in Capitol Heights. He does everything from home. Oh, thanks, Lou. Lou says, thanks for the shout out. Much appreciated. I look forward to this live stream all week. It's the only one I really go on. Your streams are the best, my man. Thank you very much. The oven temperature. So it depends on how fast I need those pork shoulders done. If I'm just chilling and I'm like, all right, you know what? I pull the pork shoulders and I'm like, all right, it's probably like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, all right, time for me to take a nap. I put them on at 300. If I am pressed for time and I need those pork shoulders to finish faster, I will turn them up to 325. That is about the highest I will go. But I definitely bump the temperature up. Bumping the temperature up from your cooking or your smoking temperature of about 250 to 275 degrees to 300 degrees will decrease your overall cooking time by at least an hour or two, depending on what temperature you pull those pork shoulders off and put them into the oven. One thing I will tell you, Bumpy, is be very careful when you put them in the oven as to what pans or what you're putting them in, because pork shoulder renders a lot of juices and fat. With that being said, the vessel that you put those pork shoulders in needs to be deep enough to capture all of those juices, or during the middle of the cooking, you need to take those juices and pour them off, so that container or that vessel or whatever it is can hold all of those juices, because pork shoulder, pork juices in the oven is not a good look. Oh, here, you want a shirt? So did you turn off the air conditioner in there? Lucis, you're killing me. You gonna throw one at me?
You want one of these? You do?
I'm not going. Seriously, you almost hit the.
Tell him to duck. Duck.
You almost knocked it over.
If I told him to tell him to duck.
Oh.
Tell your fans to duck so they can think
I have a popsicle. Oh, it's like papaya or something.
they're tropical.
It looks orange on camera, but it's actually more pink. Like, I don't know how to. It looks orange on the camera. Look, see, look.
Put it against white.
It's just the way that the camera. It looks orange, but it's pink. That's crazy.
That's mesmerized.
Guys, it's just a difference in the tones. All right. Anyway.
Here's a popsicle plate.
Lou, it's so hard to say goodbye. And Quentin says, now here's a $100 question. Lou, are you going to buy another or get the damn $30 Holla Thermo Pro? Come on over to the dark side, brother. Yo, Quentin is funny. Quentin will not spend $100 on a thermo pen, but will spend extra money on buying party wings. Bruh. Lou says, you're killing me. Jimmy says it's so hard to say goodbye. Yes. Don't know yet. I was looking at the Therm Pro Lightning. It's their version of the Thermo pen. I think this is Dash's live streams are oddly even more funny when he falls asleep with all the rest of us. Yeah. Quentin says it has a $10 coupon now, so it's $60. That's the one I have. I love it. Did everyone get their Powerball ticket for tonight? Nope. None of that. Hey, but I'll be back every day. Huh. Quentin says, yep. Victor waiting for my numbers to be called in an hour so I can go ahead and purchase Bakery and Egg. So you had me one? A piece of the meat.
You want everything I had.
No comment. Yes, I do. I'll take both of them. Seriously? I know. So I made picanha tonight. Ooh. It's.
Want me to heat it up?
So I made picanha. And then I put it on the grill and charred it on the grill. There's char marks on it. So good. Lou says, the thing is, I know it's here. I remember packing it. Josh says, evening all. How you doing, Josh? Yes, I cooked my shoulders at 250, 265. I wrapped at 165. Finished in the oven at 325. Turned the internal temperature of 205. Well, there you go. That's how Darnell says he does it. Quentin says, come to the dark side, Lou. Who said it's one of the first things he packed, that's why he can't find it. Bumpy says, thanks, bro. That's what I was thinking. I can ask everyone to send some positive energy my way. This has become of the heart, at least my family wise. Top of head prepared for Saturday. Quentin needs extra money for ranch. Yeah, he does. Paying 75 cents per container. Shoot. Bumpy says, good night all. Rewatch CEO out. Peace, Bumpy. Yo, they left the damn refrigerator open. Keeping the freezer open. Alright, let's see. Quentin says the pen and the Pro do the exact same thing. Party wings and those whole ass wings, ain't the same. I don't want to spend 2 minutes cutting the wings in half. Just eat the whole wing, dog. You don't need to cut it in half. Just tear it apart. Chachi! Hey, yo, how you doing? Bumpy's in Baltimore. Pink, not orange, reminds me of the same other pink meat. No problem. Quentin, no problem. He said, sorry for the typo. Bumpy, where's your event? Did you need an extra hand or two? Josh been busy. Wife and I had our second kid towards the end of June, so I've been adjusting the life to that. Holy cow, dude, that is fantastic. Congratulations for sure. Oh, all right. Ooh. Darnell, so take them wings to 180 and enjoy. Let's see. Got 2 under 1. Yeah, now. When the first already acts like a toddler. Boy, oh boy. Golly. You can't just tear it apart like a savage. Yes, yes you can. You also eat your wings with a fork and a knife, Quentin? Come on, son. Chachi, you are 1 energy drink and 3 beers behind. Josh says, and thanks all. Can't tear your wings apart like a savage. Quentin is, he's staying in Owings Mills right now, I think. Pretty sure he's in Owings Mills. That's where you are right now. But he's house shopping in PG County. Yep, Miller Lite time. So I put some beers. I put like 20 beers in. I have a soft cooler. And excuse me, I didn't go out and get ice. So I took all of the ice I had in the ice maker from our freezer and put it into here, and it was like just enough to kind of cover everything, and it's gotten everything substantially colder, but it's not like ice cold. It's not ice cold. I should go get my thermometer and temp this. Quentin says, no, I use sterling silver fork and knife to eat my wings, which is why I made them separated. Pinky's out while you are using your sterling silver fork and knife. Chachi says, I bring the party, not you. No, sir, this is definitely my party. Quentin says, I work close to the White House in D.C. I can pick up from there now if you are closer to D.C. versus Baltimore. He's definitely closer to D.C. than Baltimore. He is in Capitol Heights. Look up on the map where Capitol Heights is. But actually, you might have to backtrack a little bit to get to Capitol Heights if you're coming out of D.C. Or usually you come out of D.C. On 50 or New York Avenue. Listen, Darnell said, LOL wings, fork and a knife, might as well use chopsticks. Yeah. Chachi says, I see number 12. Yep, it's up there. There you go. It's up there. I left it just for you. Quentin's got me dying here. I drizzled Grey Poupon on the plate too, for no reason. I believe you. Chachi says, ask Quentin, he will tell you the truth. And Quentin says, oh yes, I see Capitol Heights. I'd have to drive over there to you, Darnell. Yep. See, off East Capitol to Central Avenue. Yep. He will get the lay of the land of DC in a little while. But yeah, getting to Central Avenue. Yeah, I guess it's just Central. Is that Capitol Heights? Anyway, he'll figure it out. Or you'll figure it out between the two of you. Listen, if you have not hit that thumbs up already, I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Please and thank you. How is everybody doing? Like, have there been, I know there are a couple of you guys who do, cooking for hire and other things like that. And we really didn't talk very much about last minute barbecue event bookings, but we did sprinkle it in from time to time and here and there. So if any of you guys have any stories or want to talk about an experience. Shut up, Quentin. He's just not at all. We didn't talk about it at all. We did. We scratched the surface. Anyway, if you guys want to talk about last minute bookings, please let's yeah. Chachi says, Quentin, cancel this man's flight. Get him out of here. Quentin says, no sprinkle was to be had. Yeah, 2 blocks off the DC border on the southeast side. Southeast. You had to say it properly too. Southeast. Quentin, the beer has me burping like crazy. Sorry about that. And I don't know if it's. I want to say, I guess maybe it's the Natty Bowl, because I don't normally burp when I'm drinking in the middle of the night. But man, between the Picanha and the beer, ooh. Look, I know. Southeast. Yeah, southeast. I mean, listen, I won't say DC slang, but I can at least pronounce southeast properly. People will question me. Quentin says, oh, word. Yeah, I can meet you and pick up after work. I'll message you on Facebook. I can grab some food from you next week for my birthday. This man steady talking about his birthday. We don't care about your birthday. We don't care about your birthday. When is your birthday, Quentin? But we don't care about your birthday. Just want you to get it out there. Tuesday. He says Tuesday, sir. Alright, Tuesday. What day of the week is Tuesday? The 25th? July 25th? Chachi says you put an O in water, so don't talk about how you say words correctly. Jesus' birthday. There's an apostrophe after Jesus to make it possessive. Jesus' birthday. Damn, I'm starting to nod. Time for me to head to bed before I do a dash on here. Loiter's gonna loy. Since we got inside jokes and everything. Victor, hopefully everything is you're doing well. Tell your IT guru I said thanks again for popping in last week. I'm sure you will talk to her before we see her again on the live stream. So tell her I said thanks again. Darnell says Southside. Actually, is that Sous? That's Sous. It's South. It's South. Like SOW. Sow? Like sow. Like a sow. SOW. South? I mean, I don't know. Look, like I said, I just know how to say it properly. Southeast. So I don't know how it will be spelled out. But that's funny. All right, so we have made it to the second hour, and usually in the second hour, we kind of talk about any and everything but whatever it is we're supposed to be talking about. But I promised you guys that. Man, how? I'm so sorry. missed comments. Like, I haven't replied to comments in a couple days. Something is off with the comments there. I didn't realize that I hadn't replied to any. I'm so sorry. I will take care of that in the morning. Anyway, so I told you guys, I promised you guys, if you stayed stuck around for the second hour, I would send you Darnell, that's funny. He says LMAO. Who knows how to spell ignorance? I can spell ignorance. I can't spell ebonics though. Cause sleeping on your own live stream side. Yeah, that was me. Yup. Yay. Victor says we'll do when you eventually get out here to go fishing. I'll do a barbecue, get together. So you'll meet. She will appreciate your shout out. Yes, indeed. Quentin says Shashi told me to type that. I apologize. Whatever, son. Wow, that's how you gonna do me. Yeah, he's straight under the bus, Chachi. You mean nothing to him. Nothing. I got your back way back. Way back. Yo, he straight was like, ah. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, man. See, he likes you less than I do, Chachi. He threw you straight under the bus. I at least let you stay for a little while before I throw you under the bus. I let you get comfortable and we talk and we laugh and we joke. Yo, I got this coaster at an event. It was like a, I'm trying to think what type of event was it? It was a green event, and I'm kind of bummed that the coaster is like it's split. It's been splitting steadily, and it's like I feel like it's about to crack in half. Like I'm like, do I put like a hose clamp on it or something to cinch it back in and pull it back together? But I mean, I know it is a real, it's real wood, but not only is it developed this crack down here, it's starting to develop another crack here, and I've only been using it for maybe a month or so. I want to say I'm gonna have to throw it on the fire, but I don't know what kind of wood it is. I can't tell. Those of you guys who can look at bark in the rings can tell me what that is, but I really don't know what type of wood it is. I know it's not pine or anything. Quentin says, Dash, you buy anything fun during Amazon Black Friday? I did not buy anything on Black Friday, but I did actually just buy a... Yeah, here we go. This is... I got this today. This is an 18 terabyte hard drive, and I'm going to tell you the story behind this one. Kind of funny. I just bought... So, you guys remember, hopefully you guys remember, my 5 terabyte hard drive that kicked the bucket, and basically I'm like, oh my gosh, all my video files and things like that, the stuff I edit on, it was on a little 5 terabyte hard drive. So I replaced it, right? So I got the replacement hard drive, and I'm like, okay, all is well. Got the replacement hard drive. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, yo, because the 5 terabyte hard drive, I could plug it directly into my laptop. I didn't need an external power source or anything like that. I'm like, yeah. But the problem is, I was limited to only 5 terabytes of data, right? I was limited to 5 terabytes of things that I could use. And what I find myself doing more and more these days is going back into like the archives, into the footage, like the way back machine, basically, if you will. And I have been having to pull the archived footage from my network attached storage, and it takes forever. So I'm like, why don't I just replace or have a portable hard drive big enough to take care of all of my video, and I can have it with me directly on my, connected to my laptop, so that I'm not going through the network wirelessly, because I don't have a hardwired connection for my laptop here. So I'm like, all right, I look. Well, when I looked, I found a 22 terabyte hard drive. 22 terabyte hard drive. It was $241. I was like, what? It was like, it seemed like it was like a residual Black Friday sale that someone didn't take off sale. One of those type of things. I was like, yes! I'm doing the calculation, price per terabyte. I'm like, yo, this is where it's at. Like, this is the best deal, price per terabyte. Bang it. I go ahead and place my order. I'm like, yeah, my hard drive was supposed to be here next week, right? It's one of those, it wasn't being shipped by Amazon, so I'm like, all right, I get it. It's going to take a week. Fine. All of a sudden, so that was like maybe Sunday or Monday, I placed the order. All of a sudden yesterday, I get an email and it says, your order has been canceled. I'm like, what order? Damn it. So I look into it, and it's the hard drive. The 22 terabyte hard drive is now being canceled. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So then I call Amazon. I'm like, yo, y'all cancel my order. I go to look into a whole nother 22 terabyte hard drive. It's costing $250 or it's costing $500. I want my hard drive for $241, which was what I ordered. They said, oh, we're so sorry, but you ordered from a scammer, and we canceled your order, and you will be refunded. What? What? They don't have a hard drive? They're like, no, they don't. They were reported as a scammer, and basically they were scamming people. So we went ahead and canceled your order proactively. I'm like, dang. So I'm like, well, I still need to place an order for a 22 terabyte hard drive, and I would really like that, to come in at the price of $241. They're like, ha ha, tough cookie. But you place the order from a scammer. They gave you a price that we are not going to honor, because you didn't bid it from Amazon. Now, if it was at Amazon or sold from directly through Amazon, then sure, we would match the price or give you that same price. But because it wasn't, not going to be able to do it. So I'm like, well, damn. So then I'm looking, and the best price per terabyte was this 18 terabyte. So I bought the 18 terabyte, which will cover my current usage, well, not current usage, but my current storage needs of 10 terabytes, which is what I have on the NAS. And the reason why I'm doing this, I won't say redundancy, but getting this set up and copying, I'm actually copying things from the NAS to the new 18 terabyte hard drive right now. It's saying it's going to take 8 days, currently 8 days. I have already copied 759 gigs. It has been running for, I don't see the runtime, but I have 10.1 terabytes to copy, and it has copied 759 gigs, 7.3%. Yeah, it is rolling. Alright. I just damn quit, and that's how you feel. I'm nothing. Yep. Quentin tried to use my line. He said, nah, Mr. Chachi, It ain't even like that. See, what had happened was you can pour some, I forgot the name, 1 week thing and cover it, and it's not like the stain. Heck, let me find the name. I know Home Depot sells it. It said, damn, 18 terabytes. We have your own home cloud, pretty much, yeah. Well, that's just the local storage. My network attached storage is 30 terabytes. I'm not plays no games. I have lost. When I say I have lost, I lost 10 terabytes worth of data. 10 terabytes. I used to have a server set up, and the server had 8 hard drives in it, and I had the server set up as JBOD, right? Just big old drive. Oh, basically just one big old drive, JBOD. So it wasn't even like a RAID setup, though it was through RAID controllers, but it was just set up JBOD. The RAID controller, the RAID card took a dump, and when I say it killed everything, I used to perform offsite storage for TV shows, and I used to perform offsite, backup storage for movies. So, yeah, 10 terabytes of data lost. The good thing is, my music, I have a pretty extensive music collection. That, again, offsite data backup. My music collection is like in the 1 to 2 terabyte size, and that's safe. And then I also had a backup of our pictures, so all of the pictures I've taken since I started taking pictures with digital cameras, all of our, like, majority of our cell phone pictures and things like that I backed up over the years. The video, every single video I've taken has been captured, and I won't say every single one, but all of the videos I've captured over the years with multiple cameras, those are all included in that 10 terabytes worth of data. And I'm just getting more and more, I won't say cautious, but I'm trying to make sure I protect it and don't lose it. Because basically I had almost all of my eggs in one basket, which is the network attached storage, the NAS server. So that NAS has been running for 5-ish years, 4-ish, 5-ish years. So I know that I need to create a backup and start some sort of backup plan. He's got a cloud for that, the whole side of the country, yeah. It's a hard drive. 241. Yep, that's why I was like, yep. I know, Quentin. That's why I was like, yo, this is, I won't say it's too good to be true, but I was like, I thought it was like residual Black Friday sale stuff. Yeah, but Quentin says, oh damn, yeah, that's what, that was way too good to be true. Yep. What's your network? Upspeed 300. So the network upload speed is not that good. You gotta remember, one, I'm on wireless, or using wireless from my laptop where I'm sitting, and 2, I use Comcast. So it does not. There's everyone else in my area is also using Comcast or Xfinity. It's not very good. I do not have Fios. Fios is not an option here. Quentin says, I'm thinking of getting my own NAS going. I'm waiting for the Black Friday specials this year, and I'm going to dive in. Dude, Marlon says, hey, look, everyone, Dash is awake. Yo, y'all got jokes, okay? Sorry, I was out in the heat cooking last week, and I fell asleep. I mean, damn, y'all never fell asleep doing anything? I'm gonna let it lie though. I'm gonna let it lie. See what I did there? Marlon. Marlon said, ain't you on vacation? No, alright. Quentin says, no, we got back last night. Nice. Alan's setting up. No redundancy. Valley setting that up. What? My blood pressure will be up every night. If that was a setup, I need redundancy. Well, I learned the hard way. Good. But then again, Quentin, so here's the deal. My server was up and running for 5-7 years with no issue. And that card, and I mean, I don't know what killed the card. I don't know if it was like dust or dirt or it took a power hit. I really don't know what it was. All I know is I went one day to try and access it, and it was like, read between the lines. And I was like, wait, what? And the saving grace was when I started, and I've said this before, I'm a digital hoarder. When I started saving and taking all the information, I put my music and my video files, my personal video files, as far as like our picture and video files, personal pictures and video files, on a disk, on a hard drive. And that hard drive, I backed it up. Boom, because that's what I used to put that information out there to the network, well, to my server. I backed it up every now and again. And when it crashed, I had just done a backup of the music and our pictures and videos and things like that not too long ago, and I lost nothing as far as my personal stuff. Now, the off-site storage stuff, the movies and the TV shows, I had 10 terabytes of movies and TV shows that have gone vaporized, never to be found again. So now I got real serious about storage and backups and things like that on my own, just on my personal stuff. So I am the one who, when I upgraded my NAS last, I bought four 10 terabyte external hard drives. At the time, they were, I want to say, it might have been $250 a pop for those hard drives, and that was the biggest, baddest ones that I could get at the time. And I popped each one of the cases open and cannibalized the Western Digital MyBook drives and put them into my network attached storage, to put them into there. That was when I upgraded from, I think I had 3-ish, maybe 5-ish terabyte drives in there, and I upgraded from the 3 terabyte drives or the 5 terabyte drives to the current setup, which is there's 4 10 terabyte drives in a RAID. Is it RAID 1? Which is, basically I lost one whole drive for parity. But it works, so I'm happy. But I know I need to bump up my redundancy because I don't have what it is that I need. Marlon, how are you doing, man? How was your how was your vacation? Man, we got jokes until the next live. Shoot. But Angela and myself kept the show going. We earned our rights for all the jokes. All right, y'all. Yeah, look, I still haven't gone back. I guess it is rated 5. I don't know. I'm not looking at it. It is it rated 5? I guess it is. I'd have to look it back up. Look back at it. Marlon said, I have fallen asleep in my room watching videos, so it can happen. Yes. Grumpus' dad's been shucking. Yes, indeed, I have. I was shucking. I shucked them drives straight out of the cases. Shoot. Grumpus says, I guess it is rated 5. Even now, $250 for 10 terabytes would be a good deal. I haven't checked prices in a while, but I'd be all over that. I'm thinking a nice RAID setup. 5 terabyte RAID 5 setup is all I need. No, you don't. Get the biggest thing you can afford, pal. Seriously. I have a 4-bay MyBook. NAS. Synology is what I would go with, and Grumpus, we were talking about this a month, 2 months ago, and he was saying he has Synology. I actually recommend Synology to folks now because Synology will take whatever size drive you throw at it, and it'll just add it to the pool, and you won't lose capacity just because you're putting in a bigger or a smaller size drive. So, in my opinion, Synology is the way to go. It's just that I spent $500 on the MyBook NAS 5-7 years ago, and I'm like, I'm getting my money's worth out of that damn thing. But the next NAS controller, or the NAS box, the head I will be purchasing will probably be Synology. RAID 5, yep. I've been drinking, so RAID 5. RAID 1 is just like JBOD, or is that like striping? Do not get me to lying. I don't have the. I used to have the RAID numbers memorized, and I can look back at the difference, and I'm like, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. There you go, Quentin. So Marlon said, this is all over my head. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I personally can't see me having 10 terabytes of anything. You start filming a whole bunch of video, Marlon, and the terabytes just add up. When I say add up, they add up. I have, like, I think the last time I looked in video files alone, and I'm going to open this up. Let's see here. This PC. Attach storage. Our videos. So let's do pictures. So pictures, I'm gonna tell you how many or how much in pictures I have. And this pictures, our videos. Those are gonna run for a while because I have the backup one, the copy happening at the same time. So we're running for a moment. So let's just hit. Grumpus says, I had one Synology, one Western Digital, one Netgear, and 2 QNAP. He says Synology is the easiest to manage. Yes, indeed. I definitely can agree with that one. For all intents and purposes, I've seen and heard great things about the Synology. Not only for the management, but the scaling on the Synology is just super duper simple. Sean said, "What up? What up? How you doing, Sean? Hopefully all is well with you and yours. How was track? It was track that you be, not that you be, but track that you are, or at least were doing on Wednesday evenings." Quentin says, "I have a 360 GoPro. Those files are huge for fishing videos." Yeah, I would love to get into doing some 360 video, but my goodness, I don't really. Well, then again, I won't say I don't know really what I would do, but I could set up a 360 camera when I am doing on-site cooks, just like I did. I set up. It was a GoPro that I set up, but I set it up, of course, in the corner, and it was pointed out. So if you haven't already, I will put the link to the video that will go live tomorrow. I'm not sure whether it'll go live tomorrow in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. Do you guys have a preference on when videos go live? Just comment down below. Like, are you a morning video person, an afternoon video person? Rumble says, "Everyone says I only need populate with as big drives as you can. Start with 2 and add, and not 4 and replace later." Trust me. Shit, I agree with Grumpus. Dude, I remember Grumpus, and this is gonna date me. Grumpus, I remember buying a 1 gig thumb drive, and this 1 gig thumb drive I got on sale. Okay, I got it on sale for $65, and I was jumping up and down for joy, like, oh my gosh, I got this thing on sale for $65. I have a whole gig on a thumb drive, on a portable thumb drive, right? And I just knew that I was the bee's knees. I knew that I was the bee's knees. And then a few weeks later, so when I bought it, I was like, man, I have a gig. I have a whole gig. I'm never going to fill that thing up. 3 weeks later, alright, I bought another one. I bought the same exact 1 gig thumb drive, and I just knew that I was getting over on someone because I got it that time for like $50. I'm like, I got another thumb drive and it's 1 gig, and I only paid $50 for it. Only $50, right? And at the time, and I'll never forget it. So you know how you could rename your thumb drives and things like that? I called one of them Horse and one of them Buggy, because one was the horse and the buggy, and because they went together, yada yada blah blah blah. But yeah, Horse and Buggy. I still have those thumb drives. They are floating around somewhere, but being, I won't say impressed, but wow. Okay, wow. Seriously. Marlon says, speaking for everyone that didn't give a damn on the current topic, how you doing? How do you cook brisket? How do you cook brisket? Very carefully, Marlon. Clinton says, it'll go live when Dash wakes up after his morning nap. Clinton says, 1 gig? Oh, you was fancy back then, yes. Preaching to the choir, first upgrade hard drive I ever purchased was 60 megabyte RLL. Yes, megabytes. $5,000. Quentin says, I remember buying a 250 gig solid state drive and thought I had the world's fastest computer. Shoot. Oh, $400, not four, not 500, not 5,000. Yo, Quentin, yes. I have I think in my current laptop, there's a 250 gig solid state drive for the operating system. But anyway, Marlon asked, how do you cook brisket? So, buy your brisket. Bring your brisket home. Trim your brisket. When I say trim your brisket, trim off the extra thick pieces of fat. Make that fat cap like a uniform. I used to say like a quarter of an inch, but I would say like between an eighth of an inch and a quarter of an inch. You really don't need it to be that much fat on top of that brisket. You're going to season your brisket. Then you're going to put your brisket into your smoker. I always cook with fat side up. But your mileage may vary. Try to keep the cooker at about 250-ish degrees. Cooking a little hotter and faster than 250, I say that my own personal preference is to try not to have anything, or try not to have the brisket go warmer in the cooker or the cooker temperature go warmer than 275 degrees. I find that the brisket can get seared at that point, or will get seared at that point, and it's just not my thing, not my personal preference. But also, you definitely do not want to cook any lower than 225 degrees. The lower and slower you cook your brisket, the longer it's going to take. The longer it takes, the more fuel you're using, the more time you're spending. All of those things come at a cost. In my opinion, best way to cook a brisket, again, is at about 250 degrees, and you cook it for 4 to 6 hours. I know a lot of people say, oh, you cook it until it hits an internal temperature of 165 degrees, blah, blah, blah. I cook depending on the time that I have. If it's a smaller brisket, I'm going to pull it in 4 hours. I know that it'll be close to that 160, 155. I pull them between 155 and 160 degrees. I don't usually temp my briskets when I pull them. But if it's a smaller brisket, I'm going to let it smoke for 4 hours, 5 hours. If it's a bigger brisket, I might let it smoke for 5 hours. But the whole thing is, the sooner I can get it into the oven, or the sooner I can get it wrapped up, the sooner I can bump the temperature up. So, when I wrap the brisket, when I pull the brisket, so I keep a lookout for, when I pull the brisket, I'm going to then put it in the oven, or I'm going to bump my temperature up in my smoker to 300 degrees. Now, I try not to run brisket warmer than 300 degrees. Again, I'm not trying to shock it and just like dump heat into it. I still want to cook it lower and slower. 300 is on the high end of the low side, if that makes sense. So I'll let it cook at 300 degrees until it's done. And when it's done, usually I'm looking for internal temperature between 200 and 205 degrees. It kind of depends on that brisket. You can't always go and say, I want to hit 201.7. It doesn't work that way. You have to hit a guideline temperature, and then you can probe it for tenderness. Every brisket is going to be different. Grumpy says, I bought a 2 terabyte solid state drive this week for under $100. This 5 terabyte drive that I have was 110. 5 terabytes for 110. Quentin says, and I just did a brisket. Watch Dash's videos and you'll be golden. Well, that's what's up. Quentin says, get a sharp knife. Sharp knife is the key for trimming. You don't want to be sawing. Chachi says, I'm back. Well, damn it, you didn't fall into the toilet, huh? Cook till you have the bark you want, then wrap. Dash wasn't yawning when we talking Nash. That's true. You brought it up. That's why I did it again. Marlon says, I say that about Boston butt. Trim most of the fat off. Season more of the meat than fat. we'll throw away after the cook. That's just crazy to me. You'd be surprised, man. Some people just take them out the package and season them right there and let it go. And then they also, those same people that will just, pull that whole thing. They leave all of that fat in there. I don't. Quentin says that's going to start this tech channel soon. Nah, man, shoot. Listen, I won't say my tech days are numbered, but I mean, listen, I am technically A plus, Net plus. I'm trying to think, do I have any other comp here? No, I just have A plus and Net plus certifications. But I used to teach A plus, Net plus, Linux plus, and then at Microsoft, a defunct Microsoft course. It was MCDST. It was Microsoft TST. Microsoft Desktop Certified Technician. MCDST. DST? DCT? No, ST. Certified Technician. Which basically was an A plus, but just for Microsoft. Then I also taught Linux Plus, which is a CompTIA course. But man, I don't remember half of the stuff that I should be remembering for like Linux stuff. The A plus and the Net plus stuff is stuck with me because everyday stuff. But the Microsoft stuff is kind of stuck with me. The Linux stuff is pretty much in one ear and out the other. Though I did take an additional course for Security Plus, but the problem was this. It was actually, I took this course through my company, my then company, and it was an employee-led course, right? An employee-led training. But she was training us on the older material, and our test was on the newer material. Like, it was one of those, it was on the cusp of when it went from like 2005 Security Plus 2005 version to Security Plus 2007 version or something like that. And she was teaching us the 2005 stuff, so it was outdated. Funny, Quentin says Scott Knows Tech, new YouTube channel coming soon. Grumble says Dash is 2 cents. Yep. How to lose 10 terabytes of media in one day. Man, listen. I still get sick about that. I have developed, and listen, so if you haven't or do not use, I have my favorite synchronization program. It's called Sync Back Free. Sync, SYNC BACK, and it's free. They have a paid version and they have a free version. And Sync Back, I've been using Sync Back for probably 10 or 15 years now. Sync Back is phenomenal. You set it and you can forget it. Okay, when I say you can set it and forget it, you can set it and absolutely forget it. Currently, on my laptop, I have my downloads, and there's something else that I have on my physical laptop. I have it set to send that information to my server on a daily basis. The other things that I would back up, like my pictures from my cell phone or the pictures from my portable hard drive to my NAS, I would, just double click and send it. Double click and send it. I'm going to try and get into the habit of setting up more automated backups and have them run on a daily basis. And the only thing is, of course, if I have the hard drive connected, then it'll work. If I don't have the hard drive connected to my laptop here, then it will not. But I don't foresee that being an issue. So it does synchronization as well as backups. It can and will also do backups for like FTP servers, as well as network attached or network servers. So it's not just like a local thing only. Dash into retirement through tech, yeah. Marlon is funny. He said it's a sink, not a zinc. You should be in a spelling bee. I can't spell. Using earbuds for audio, and then do absolutely nothing for your audio on. Using earbuds for audio, and then they do absolutely nothing for your audio on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I have a second. There they are. I have a second set. Grumpus is only use sync software in manual mode. Nope, I'm telling you. Man, it's been like 20 minutes since y'all mentioned it. I mean, there's hope for y'all to not forget it, but to leave me alone about it. Leave me alone. But Grumpus, no, man, I love automation. I'm this type of automation. There's certain automation I do like, and having the backups or the backup / synchronization set to run on a daily basis, not a problem with me. Quentin says how to sleep on a live stream and still get viewers. Thanks, Quentin. Thanks. Quentin, you'll have to message Angela tomorrow and tell her we missed her. Shout out to Bumpy and the Rewatch Gang. If you are rewatching, can you type in the comments down below HEART? Okay, because I heart you guys for rewatching. So type in HEART down below. Thank you in advance. Let's see. Marlon said, but they say don't use wireless headphones or earbuds for live shows because it does not work. I've never heard that. Grumpus says if you have multiple computers, audio sync. I sometimes go wrong. Virus on one will auto corrupt and only remaining good 5 on the second computer. All before you know it. Okay, I get that. But majority of my backups are all for my data. I'm not backing up like my operating system. I am way more concerned about backing up my video files and my video files and pictures. So I've gotten to the habit now where I try and back up the pictures from my cell phones as well, because there are supplemental videos and pictures that I get from my cell phone more often than not, and I need to incorporate those into the YouTube video, or not YouTube, but into my video files and folders. So, yeah. So when we talk about network attached storage, does anyone not know what we're talking about? We can kind of talk about it real quick just to bring those of you guys who are here, I won't say up to speed, but to help you guys understand what it is. So, in my opinion, I'm gonna say you have a cell phone. You should be, if you take pictures on your cell phone, or I'm gonna say download different things, but download different things onto your cell phone, you should be backing that up. And when I say backing it up, a lot of cell phone manufacturers, or some cell phone manufacturers, will say, oh hey, guess what? You can store those pictures on our cloud server. We'll back those things up for you. But what if you are one of those type of people that, doesn't trust everyone, and you say, okay, I'm gonna back it up myself at home. Use a USB-C to USB-C, or USB-C to USB cable. You connect to your device, and I won't say laptop, but to your device, and you navigate through the file explorer to your mobile device. You open things up, and you find feel something? Anyway, navigate to the pictures folder, DCIM folder, and you copy it. Boom. And then once you copy it, what I've tried to do was kind of put things into a file structure where I can say, okay, here's my backup. Take the pictures from the local hard drive and synchronize them with the pictures on the network attached storage. So, boom, all taken care of. Grumpa says I had ransomware infected on my computer at work, and it corrupted my home files, backups as well. Pics, Excel docs, everything important at work. Wow. Marlon says, how? Thumb drives, I'm sure. Something like that. Yeah, but I tend to back up my cell phones and my camera files, the files that I film and use, and then I put those onto, let's say, the portable drive, and then that portable drive gets synced to the network attached storage almost on a daily basis. Quart says the amount of attacks against our work servers we see every day is hilarious. Yeah, I won't say until you have to defend against it, but you're already there defending against it. Quart says they do daily fake phishing emails to the agents to keep them on their toes based on what they see. Shoot. Those emails get on my nerves because you're like, is it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Nope, I'm not opening that. And then they have to send out an email that says, hey, you should have received an email from this person or that person. It is not a phishing attempt. It is actually a legitimate email. Please open this email. Like, yo. Or they send out an email ahead of time that says, hey, there's an email coming. It's just the world we live in. Quentin says defending against it is my job. Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm going to send Quentin some emails. Grumpa says I auto-sync on work to MegaSync. I download from Mega to my home computer, but I don't auto sync at home till I know files are good. Problem solved. Yeah. Marlon said if I was thumb drives, they should have been encrypted. If it was thumb drives, they should have been encrypted. Encryption in thumb drives is a new-ish thing, Marlon. And when I say new-ish, within the last 3 years, maybe, within the last 5 years, because I'm thinking within the last 5 years. Quentin says that you are 1,000. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can't count that many zeros. I'm too inebriated. Is that 10 million? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that's maybe just a million. You are 1,000,000% correct. Girl says nope, not thumb drives. Mark, how you doing? He says hi, Dash. Left a like. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Quentin says no one did the survey they wanted, and they were like, what the fuck? So they sent the company-wide email to say, yo, this isn't phishing. We really need everyone to respond to this. Like 10% of the folks did. I don't respond to those. Like, I hate those survey things. Listen, can I just play on YouTube or do whatever it is I'm doing and shirk my responsibilities without having to actually respond to a survey? No one wants to do surveys. No one. We are over surveyed or surveyed to death. I don't need to oh my gosh, you would think people are, it's just crying wolf, literally crying wolf. People are tired of doing surveys. People are tired of these compliance stuff and things like that. Yo, no one wants to fill that out. No one's going to fill that out. The only way you are going to get people to do that is to incentivize it and say, hey, we will give you, if it takes you an hour to fill this out, we'll give you an hour off to do it. Not to do it, but to offset you having to fill out the survey. Dog, I'd take an hour off, 2 hours off to fill out a survey. Like, hell yeah. Jimmy says, okay, gonna bounce. Have to hit the road early in the morning. Have a great rest of the week. Guys, later, Dash. Thank you, Jimmy. Greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quint says, if you click on one of the those phishing emails, you don't have to go to this cyber training course that no one, you'd have to go to the cyber training course that no one wants to do for 3 hours. Oh, no, no, no. I wouldn't click on nothing. I don't know you, Matt. Look, even internal emails, I'm not clicking on that. Alright, nope, not at all. And same thing, because you send out so many messages that are phishing, no one opens your email. And then when no one opens your email, you get another email that says, open this email from corporate. Bruh, like, come on. Grumpus says, I'm still waiting for a response from my friend in Nigeria. Check cleared months ago. Oh, man. Jimmy, have a good evening, sir. Thank you very much for hanging out. Take great care. Oh, my goodness. That was too funny. Grumpus, you might be waiting a little while. Just a little while. So the one bad thing about being up this late is, like, I swear, I'm hungry. I had a few bites of picanha and then that one piece as my wife and Taste Testing number 3 went upstairs. I feel like I'm about to go back over there and get a piece of picanha in 3 minutes. Grover says, I can wait. We talking millions. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Shoot, I am done. It is 11 o'clock. I am about to end this. I was trying to wait until we hit the 2-hour mark, but I'm not going to make it. Marlon said, I have the rest of the week off. Matter of fact, I have had the last 2 weeks off. Oh my goodness, there's something in my eye. Marlon, I might need you to read between these lines. Like, doing the fake thing actually put something in my eye, so then it was double, yeah. I'm be taking some time off of work next week, and the next week, actually the beginning of the following week. Yeah. Alright, shout out to those of you guys who are watching on the replay. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Marlon says, no lines. There are no lines. From time to time there are. Mike, how you doing, man? He says, hey, Dash. Hopefully all is well with you, Mike. Have you done anything or gotten any last minute orders, Mike? Recently? Or not recently? Quit. This is, damn it, I didn't win the billion. Yeah. A green egg won't be mine for now. For now. For now. Quentin. For now. Mike says, nothing. Damn, I need to check the numbers. Yes, indeed. That'd been first thing or the second thing. Boom, boom, boom. As far as the tail lights. Alright, so we are almost at the 2-hour mark. I'm at 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds and counting. What is picanha? Picanha is the the sirloin cat. It is one of the most tender pieces of meat cuts on the cow. It is as tender as a filet mignon, but literally it is the cap on the butt, like on the top of the butt, and it is so very delicious because there's a lot of fat on it, and it is not a muscle of locomotion. Quinn says, alright, y'all. Dash, Marlon, Grumpus, Steven, y'all have a good night. Mike said, nope, might be picking up a 1992 Mustang LX hatchback. What? That's what's up. What color is it? What color is it? Quentin says, night as well. Yes, good night, Quentin. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Wife asked me what would be the first thing I would buy if I won the money. What would be the first thing you would buy, Marlon, if you won the money? Red gray interior. Oh, nice. Oh, red with gray interior. That's what's up. My buddy has Fox body. I can't remember what year it is. It might be a 90 or a 91. And he gutted the interior completely, so I couldn't even tell you what the factory interior was, but I think it might have been like that reddish maroon interior. And he's got is it nitrous? I'm trying to think. It's nitrous or big turbo, but he's got some power adders going in it. I have to stay to see what Marlon's answer is. Remodel the house. Alright, well, there you have your answer. And listen, I want to say thank you guys again for sticking it out and hanging out with me. Just a quick reminder. That is the video that will go live tomorrow at some point. I don't know what time y'all want me to put it live. So I'll say quickly, you got like a minute. Quickly tell me what time you would like the live stream or the video to go live tomorrow. Grumble says I buy bigger hard drives. Night, blind man. Dave, take care. Night, everyone. I'll go to bed before Dash does. Listen, don't tell him that. All right, look, because I can end the live stream in a moment. Mike said, I will rewatch the live. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Definitely. You take great care. All right, look, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And now I'm over the 2-hour mark. And really want to say thank you guys for hanging out and hanging on. Lou says, I will rewatch the live. Well, thank you, Lou. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Thank you again. And I'm gone.